Marvel's Superman versus DC Superman. Who wins in a fight? The question we all want the answer to, or maybe some people who are obsessed Sentry fans like me, who liked Superman 2025. We have the forces of light versus dark here, perfectly personified by these two heroes that we're gonna pit up against each other, okay? We got Sentry, who may be the most powerful hero in the MCU. Who knows? Besides Loki, the god of stories, and maybe people like Wanda, this guy might be it. He might be it. He's godlike. And then we have Superman, who a lot of people think is the weakest variation we've seen of Superman in live action, which is not true. Factually, is not true. I made a whole video ranking all the live actions from Supermans. You can see that. Make sure you watch that. But this guy's like 5th strongest out of all the live action superheroes we've seen. Maybe 5th, 6th, give or take. Out of all the live action Supermans, I'd put him 5th. He's like in the mid range. Not the strongest, but definitely not the weakest. But I had to pit them up against each other, all right? Because a lot of people might think this is a wash. Sentry might knock this guy the fuck out in minutes. Listen to me, guys. This fight might be a lot closer. This fight might be a lot closer than you think. Hear me out and don't leave, ever. Don't ever leave. I'm going to make the argument that this could be an actual fight. I think Superman has a lot going for him in this fight, and so does Sentry. Both of them are very similar in their power sets, but there's a couple intangibles that separate them that we need to talk about, okay? Let's assess them, okay? In terms of who the hell is spelling my words on this slideshow, Macro's getting fired. Strength, I would say they're more or less even. Flight, even. Heat vision and energy projection, even. Sentry gets kind of the nod on there because he's able to do more. He has like telekinesis and shit. Durability is where the factors really come into play, because depending on how durable and how good your chin is in this fight game, that could be the thing separating you from unconsciousness and consciousness. We haven't seen Sentry do much in his outing. We've seen this guy go through a lot. He's gotten his ass whooped a lot in his movie, but granted, he's fought people on par with him. He's fought a dude who was cloned to be literally him. Spoiler alert. For Superman 2025, Ultraman is a clone of Superman with the same powers. I don't know if he has sun absorption powers, but granted, he fought this dude and the engineer who shoves nanites up your ass and tries to make you have organ failure. He fought them at the same time, okay? And the most of the time we see him getting his ass beat, also he has kryptonite poisoning, so it's kind of an asterisk there. So he's pretty fucking durable. He was getting punched and pounded by these two and still came out on top. Sentry's only fought like an enhanced Black Ops team when it comes down to it. That's what the Thunderbolts are. They're like a fucking Black Ops team fighting a god. I can't give you that many star points there, my friend. Yes, we know through the eyeball test, we know you're durable, okay? We know you're fast. But you haven't fought anyone on this level yet. So durability-wise, I have to give it to Superman as of now. So let's see what the real outcome would be if these two were to fight. Because yes, while I do think Superman is more battle-tested, has more feats, has more strength feats and durability feats, there's another guy who has a whole different set of powers, including the ones that Superman has. You see, if these two were to throw down, I think there would be a war. I think, one, Superman would be trying not to kill him, and that would give Sentry the upper hand at times. And then Superman would use the sun to power up again and punch the hell out of Sentry, and it would be a back and forth brawl. And I think Sentry might get fucked up just a little bit, but he would also fuck Superman about. It'd be a very close fight. Eventually, though, the instability within Bob would kick in, because once he fights someone who can actually test him on the power front, that's when he goes full void and loses control. And that's where things get a bit testy for our Kryptonian brother. You see, Superman's getting voided because you're fighting nothingness at that point. You're fighting existential depression. Durability and Kryptonian skin doesn't protect you against this. Now, Superman goes to the void, what happens? He has to relive his worst memories, has to see Krypton getting exploded and destroyed multiple times. Here's the thing. I saw Yelena go into the void, escape within a couple minutes and find Bob and bring him back to the light and stop the void, basically, and bring everyone back. Now, this is Yelena, who has been depressed the entire movie before this point. I witnessed her be able to do this. So imagine a guy who's all positive, all about love and kindness and hope and all that shit and light. If she can do it, I think Superman might be able to. A lot of people question this guy's emotional stability himself and his maturity, but I think if there's anyone who can find a way into the real Bob, that sounded so wrong. If there's anyone who can find a way to the real Bob, it could be the man about hope, all about hope himself. Now, there's a key difference here. Yelena's hot, and Bob, like any other man, probably Loki wanted to fuck when she came through. So she could pull most men out of most voids. It would take work, it would take some time, but she could do it. So you're pitting her, who's sexy as fuck, up against a man with red underpants and a cape. If I was Bob, I'd think some Diddy shit's about to go down in these dreams, okay? But this is such a sus picture, man. Who the hell is putting these out there? I believe Superman could do it. I believe it wouldn't even be about sex at that point to Bob, because Bob is so depressed, none of that shit even matters to him. It would be about who can convince him that life is worth living and that there's hope on the other side. It has to be a guy like Superman. Like, take in, bro, imagine if it was like the Henry Cavill Superman, right? Henry Cavill Superman will put up a lot more of a fight, especially after Mother Box Rebirth and Snyder Cut. He put up a really good fight against Sentry, to the point where Sentry has to go full Void again. Void Henry Cavill into the Void dimension. What do you think Henry Cavill's Superman, who has this face all the time, this facial expression all the time, what do you think he's doing in the Void? He's not only reliving his worst moments, no. If he sees Bob in the Void, he's gonna be doing this shit. No one stays good in this world. Yeah, this ain't the most positive Superman of all time. I'm sorry, you need like a Tom Welling level Superman who's all about hope, light, and giving others a second chance to do this, okay? Snyder fans are gonna be pissed. I love Henry Cavill Superman, by the way. I'm just saying, I don't think he would be able to do shit to Bob. Like, I don't think he'd be able to escape the Void if he was voided. But for this reason, I don't think this fight ends in Superman beating Sentry. Because even, let's say, Henry Cavill, who snaps necks, right? If he was to snap Sentry's neck because he has to, the Void's gonna come out, void him, and then if he's able to bring Sentry back, Bob back, he'll just be resurrected back from the Void again. You're not beating Sentry in a fight. You can't even kill him. And even if you do, he has reality altering powers due to the Void too. He would never win. It'd be a stalemate at best. Worst case, this guy gets pounded. He gets nuked into the ground, and then if he manages to punch Sentry hard enough, Sentry will go full Void and void everybody. And that point, we better hope this dude finds a way back to Bob so he can resurrect everyone from the Void. It's impossible to beat Sentry unless you have some crazy universal reality manipulation powers. And Superman doesn't have that unless, okay, Christopher Reeve. Loki kind of has some shit for him. He also has time travel. So maybe Christopher Reeve Superman could do shit, but not this Superman. It would end in like a stalemate where he would have to resurrect Bob from the Void. This is more of a symbolic battle of light versus dark. Hope versus pure depression, which is why I made this video, because it's perfect. Bro, one's about hope and light, the other one's freaking depression manifested. It's a perfect fight, but it's not a physical battle as much as a symbolic battle, because physical battle, they're both beating each other up until one goes full Void and goes full cosmic Lovecraft and nukes everyone into a dark shadow realm. Then it's not a fight of fists, it's a fight of wills and symbolic shit. That's what I think would happen. And I think that same scenario happens with all the Supermen, except for maybe Christopher Reeve Superman, who has like eye beams that can fix shit and time travel abilities. He might be able to do shit. Henry Cavill, no. Like, strength-wise, you could fight Sentry and beat him up, but like the Void, you have nothing for him. No one can do shit to the Void. This is the problem. You're fighting nothingness. You're fighting nothingness. So you need to be someone who can either nuke the Sentry so badly to the point where the Void can't come out, which I don't know how the hell that would even happen, but you need to be an ultra powerful Superman, or you need to have reality altering or time traveling abilities, which Christopher Reeves have. So yeah, I think that's what will happen. Yep, if you want to know the exact outcome of Sentry versus every Avenger, including guys like Thor, then Wanda, you can watch this video over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.